Guys, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com while you're there. Buy some merchandise, buy some books, like, share, and subscribe to the content as well. Really means a lot. We would really appreciate your guys' support. And we have a special guest on with us today from Sankofa Global Exchange, brother Drake Reed. And guys, we have a special event coming up September 13th.
12th.
12th, I'm sorry, September 12th, guys. September 12th. That is next Saturday. That's next Saturday. So again, we have a special event where we're going to be discussing how you can use genealogy to discover your African roots. And so, brothers like Drake Reed, myself, that's what we utilize to discover our roots. And, we want you guys to come and participate and partake in the event. So the thumbnail of this video is the event information. I'll also make sure, let me go ahead and share the screen where we can, so you guys can see the flyer as well. Hold on one second. Let me get this pulled up. Let me get this pulled up. Share screen. There we go, bam. So guys, this is it right here. Again, September 12th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, $25, guys, and it's going to be a dynamic event. Again, it's going to be a dynamic event. So guys, come and join and partake in this wonderful discussion and webinar hosted by yours truly and with brother Drake Reed, guys. So what you want to do? In fact, I need to get the other. I need to put up the other. Actually, I need to put up the other flyer because it has your website on it. But guys, go to Drake. It's SankofaGlobalExchange.com.
Yeah, SankofaGlobalExchange.com.
Yeah, guys. So you guys want to go to SankofaGlobalExchange.com. Again, go to SankofaGlobalExchange.com to register, to sign up. Again, Sankofa Global Exchange.com. Again, Sankofa Global Exchange.com, guys, to reserve your spot. All right, Drake, if you could tell them what you do and all that good stuff, introduce yourself for those who don't know.
Well, I want to first start off by thanking my ancestors for everything that they've done for my family and I, the perseverance that they've displayed, the victories that they've won, and they made it all possible for this company to be in existence, and for our family to be in a great situation now. And I want to also apologize for not doing that in the previous interview. But my name is Drake Reed. I'm a genealogist as well as a professional basketball player. And my company is Sankofa Global Exchange. We help people find their ancestral villages in Africa on the continent. We will help you go piece by piece to find lost ancestors, and to how to apply the knowledge that you gain about your family ancestry to modern day, how it can benefit you on every level. We do a great job of finding people. We do a great job of helping people to heal generational trauma from the slave trade and other debacles that have happened throughout the course of time. And we're ready to have you. And we'll be having our webinar next Saturday, September 12th, with Search for a Huru, and we're going to have a great time.
Yeah, what made you get into genealogy, brother Drake Reed?
Well, just traveling the world and being around African people of African descent from other places, it made me start looking into it. Growing up in the States, they don't teach us much about our own history other than the bad things. Right. But living outside of the country and in France, especially, because there's so many people of African descent from South America, from the Caribbean, from different parts of North America, as well as guys that were born in Africa. and in Europe. I got well-rounded experience from knowing guys throughout the years, and it made me start to look into knowing my origins. And ever since then, it's been a tremendous experience. I've been able to gain citizenship in Mali,
Right.
which is the roots of my maternal side of the family, and I've been able to dive into the paternal as well. And I have a bunch of trips planned on going there too.
Yeah, brother. If you give me 1 second, I'm just redoing this thumbnail because I just want
Okay.
to make sure it's reflected the correct flyer. Tell everybody where you're from too, Drake.
Well, I'm from St. Louis. You see, I'm rocking the Negro League St. Louis Stars shirt today.
Hmm.
So I got a rep. But I finished high school and college in Clarksville, Tennessee. So I consider both places home. So that's those are the two places I've lived the majority of my life, as well as a variety of places outside of the country over the last 11 years.
Now, professional basketball. You've been in Libya, all the way to France, where you currently. Tell everybody about that experience.
I started off in Australia, then I left
How, how,
Australia.
how, how was Australia? What are your thoughts on Australia?
It was dope, man. It was dope. It was the most peaceful place I've ever lived on the planet. I mean, there was no pollution. You never see the police anywhere because nothing bad is happening.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like you just don't see them, man. But you go to Europe, and as soon as you get out the plane, dudes have machine guns.
Yeah,
You like, dang,
exactly.
but now Australia, man, is so peaceful. On the license plates where I was staying out in Victoria, it would say it's the place to be, and
Hmm.
that's what that region is known for. The people will treat you great, man. Every time you get upset about something, they'll be like, hey, no worries, mate. Too easy, and it just calms you down. It's the most peaceful place ever, man. But
Wow.
Australia was dope. But I left Australia and then went on to France. And after France, I went to Austria. After Austria, I came back to France for a little bit,
Hmm.
and then I moved on to Libya. Then after Libya, I came back to France again.
Right.
Then I went on to Argentina and Italy, and and back to France. So it's been a whirlwind, but I've had a couple of tournaments in other places too, in Tunisia, and as well as United Arab Emirates. So it's been a lot.
Now, the webinar that we're doing next Saturday. What can people expect from it?
You can expect to get some of your questions answered. There's been a lot of questions over the last month or so as to what genealogy is. A lot of people are really confused and think that everything is just about DNA. A lot of people don't know where to start. We'll be able to hone in on those on the specific level that you're at and tell you where you need to proceed from. From that point, we'll be able to pinpoint a lot of things we'll be discussing later on in October when we have some of our deeper classes. But the webinar is definitely going to give you a great foundation as to
Mhm.
what we do and what you need to do proceeding moving forward, so you don't waste any of your time or any of your money.
Absolutely. Can you talk a little bit more about your experience in Mali?
The experience in Mali, man, it was phenomenal. I mean, just everything about it was special. Every time I go to Mali, it's a magical experience. Uh, when you go somewhere where your ancestors are really from, not just going to Africa in particular, but when you go to the place where they actually laid foot on, and you see the people and how they take to you and how they just fill you up with love, and everything is so genuine. I mean, it's the most peaceful place on the planet. There's a lot of things that we see on TV that are negative about it, but when you go there and you meet the people, it's one of the most gratifying experiences ever. I went to I had the opportunity to go to the Modibo Keita Memorial the second time that I went to Mali, and to be able to go to see all these statues of former presidents like Kwame Nkrumah,
Mhm.
and Modibo Keita, and you're driving through roundabouts and there's statues of powerful people of African descent. I never saw these things in the States. I never saw these things much in Europe either. But to go to Mali and other places in Africa and see this is like, wow, it makes you feel differently about yourself.
Mm. What do you think? What are your thoughts on what's currently going on in Mali right now?
Well, I actually talked to a bunch of my friends over there, and they told
Uh,
me it's cool. They told
Oh,
me,
really? Okay.
yeah, they just said they just wanted the president removed because it was some bad things going on. But everyone that I've talked to said things is business as usual. Businesses are open. They have COVID under control, and things are cool.
All right, cool. Guys, make sure you hit that like button again. Make sure you hit that like button. And once again, September 12th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are hosting a webinar utilizing genealogy to discover your African roots. You want to go to SankofaGlobalExchange.com. Again, SankofaGlobalExchange.com to register. It's going to be a dynamic event, you guys, at a dynamic event. Me and Brother Drake Reed, we're going to be hosting it. So, guys, you guys have a lot of questions, so answer. We got that. We got the answers, or we will answer to the best of our ability. So again, SankofaGlobalExchange.com, SankofaGlobalExchange.com. Go there, register, and again, September 12th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna have this awesome event, everyone. So, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe as well. So Drake, what's going on with basketball this year?
It's a mess right now,
Uh,
man. It's a real mess. A lot of the leagues are still uncertain on when they're going to start. Some of them will start in December. Some will start in January. There's a few that are in preseason now. But if you go on some of the websites, it's usually movement every day. There's usually several pages worth of information about guys getting signed, preseason games being played. But you go on a lot of the websites now, it's slow. You might see a story, every 3 days or every 4 days because it's not that much going on now. Even though the teams are in preseason, they're still a bit uncertain as to, if anyone's going to get sick or anything before the real season starts. So a lot of guys are still at home. There's a lot of people unsigned. There's more people unsigned now than I've ever seen in my career.
mhm.
So it's just a really strange situation.
Drake, what do you think the importance is of people, especially people of African descent, doing the genealogy and discovering their roots?
The importance so many levels. Number one, we've been taught a false version of who we are. Okay, and when you're living someone else's story, you're not able to achieve the same level of success as on a grand scale. There's a few exceptions here and there, but for the totality of the average person, it's more difficult to achieve certain things because you don't know what you're actually capable of. When you know that your great grandfather, your great great aunt, or something like that did something magnificent, and it's not just one or two people; it's dozens of people that have done phenomenal things. When you start to know these things and what they were able to endure, and not just endure, but what they persevered through and the actual victories and the monstrous victories that they had prior to, mentally and spiritually, it takes you to just a level that most people have never envisioned that was possible. But there's also a lot of things that you can get into, a lot of coalitions, a lot of businesses. There's a lot of things that you can that you really dive into and have tangible use for you on a daily basis once you know exactly where you're from.
Yeah, guys. So again, we're not going to be on. Let's see here. Let's answer some of these questions. Can it tell you what tribes your ancestors were kidnapped from?
Yes, yes.
All right.
For instance, on my paternal side, we have five ancestors from Sierra Leone, and of the five, four of them were taken by the Mende tribe and then sold to the Irish.
Is Reed an Irish name? Irish last
Yeah,
name?
yeah. It's a Reedus. Yeah, it's a British Irish name. Yeah,
Okay.
It's from that area.
All right. Let's see here. African countries, borders, or colonial creations. All right. Let's see what
Yeah.
else we got here too. So guys, we're not going to be on here long. Again, we just wanted to come on and just do a special show, just reminding everyone. September 12th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be hosting our webinar. Go to SankofaGlobalExchange.com, SankofaGlobalExchange.com to register. Benji001K, he's right. It influences your self-esteem to know you belong somewhere and you have people that actually care about you. It is important for your identity as a young black man. Absolutely.
Yeah, I see someone said what specific businesses that once you join the program and we're able to pinpoint where your people are from, we'll be able to direct you to what businesses are available for your family. This my service our service goes beyond just your tribe. Our main thing is to pinpoint your actual family's story. So your tribe is part of that story, but you want to know exactly what happened to your specific family, and that's going to give you the highest level of results.
What else we got here? Appreciate it. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and start closing out, Drake. Anything you want to share in closing?
Um,
Take your time.
let me think about it. I think it's a tremendous benefit for anyone to take a part in this webinar that we're going to have. I mean, through Dynasty and I's, through Prince Amir and I's experiences, it's very tangible, and we'll be able to break down so many things to you on so many levels. You know, he was able to achieve just a tremendous amount of things from going to the continent and doing business on the continent, as well as doing business both ways. And with our service, uh, we'll be able to pinpoint exactly where your ancestors are from, and it's really just a knockout punch with the right and the left. You know, with both sides being able to do so many things together, it's going to be a great advantage for anyone who takes part in it.
All right, we have another question. Can they tell you language and traditional religion of that tribe?
Once we find out where your family is actually from, those type of things will be able to be figured out.
Mhm.
It could be a little different depending on what exactly went on with your family, but those are typically things that will come up out of doing this research.
Absolutely. All right, cool guys. Any more questions? Do we have any more questions? Anyone? Any more questions? Let's see here. Sounds like they're trying to take a page from the Aboriginal books. Nah, we're not. We don't. We're not Aboriginals. Okay.
The dude's name is BS.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
So you already starting. That's your whole thing is to jump it off.
Yeah, trying to fight truth with lies. Oh, here we go. All right, guys. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and close out again. Go to sankofaglobalexchange.com, sankofaglobalexchange.com. Register, and we will see you guys next Saturday. Until next time, family, thank you for joining Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Peace.
Peace.